Sorry guys, if you hear me, I have no camera and I'm trying to figure out my camera. I have no view on my end and I don't know what's going on. You guys can see me? I even had to get open up my window. I don't know where my camera is. It says, okay. So many issues getting in here tonight. I am so sorry. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Give me a moment to breathe. Just got to bring up on my phone. Welcome to anybody who's new to my page. I am Corrie Thorne. I am the spiritual healer and life coach and psychic medium, past life healer, blah, blah, blah. But main gist of it, this is what I do. So, please give me a moment. This is not a spiritual healer and life coach, as my own phone is talking to me. So I bring up my phone just because there is a delay in the messages, and I am in tonight to pull some cards for people. I am in tonight to answer questions. I'm in tonight for you guys and to come back again. I told you guys I'd be here last night, but that didn't happen. Sorry, I had company, I had things going on, and so here we are tonight. I am officially fully back to work tomorrow. If you're looking to book an appointment with me, my schedule is open back up for appointments. School is starting up right away. We have the full moon meditation just posted on the school. I think it was listed today or it's listing tomorrow. And there's some more exciting stuff coming out tomorrow as well in Corrie School of Magic. On the little banner going below is my website and also my book. And where it can be purchased, if in Canada, Amazon.ca. And well, you can book it, you can purchase in Canada from Balboa and stuff as well. But it's also available Barnes & Noble, Balboa Press, Amazon.com. So that's my little spiel. I am coming in with some energy for tonight and channeling through a message from the beautiful energy of Mary Magdalene that was coming through to me all day. And I couldn't figure out who's coming in cloaked. Who am I seeing cloaked? The divine feminine energy of the beautiful Mary Magdalene. And of course, always Mother Mary, who is channeling through her beautiful messages all the time to invoke us into a intention of love. And as we set the intention tonight for this live, we set an intention of to stay in love and to stay in the light and to stay in the positive energy as much as we possibly can during these readings. So I will be looking back through. I'll be seeing who's asking for a card. There is a lot of people joining in very quickly here tonight. And so I am here now, and I'm just looking through of seeing where I am getting where my messages are coming from, or who my messages are coming from. But first, I want to start with this little message of love that I'm getting from Mary Magdalene. And what I'm getting is that even though the world may sometimes be very challenging for us, and it may want us to really go into energy of being angry, defensive, being offended by the outside world, and by feeling as if sometimes we don't know where we belong or where we fit in a world of being sometimes an outsider to the sides or to the views or to the world in general. Being this kind of human, doing this kind of work, it's hard to sometimes even find a place where you actually do belong. When you are a follower of the beautiful holy energy, and you're a follower of the angelic realm, and I don't know if I really ever got a choice. I think it's just always channeled through me in such a divine, loving way. And you're also very much connected to the goddess energy and to the animal spirits and to my Aboriginal ancestor energy. And so being very blended, and if you find yourself in that same boat, if you're finding yourself in that same energy, I want you to know that you don't have to try to fit yourself in anywhere. Stop trying to make yourself belong and just allow your heart to guide you. Be led by your heart. Be led by trusting your own intuition and by trusting your own light and allowing your light to shine. It's taken me a long time to be able to fully live within the essence of my own light. I work with this amazing healer named Althea Gray, and as from one healer to the next, we have a lot of divine ancient wisdom that flows through us, but we're also very human. And we have a human shell and a human feel, and we have human feelings, and our feelings do get hurt like everyone else's. And just because we do this don't mean that we're superhuman. It means we're real. And I want you to remember that it's okay to acknowledge your hurt feelings, your emotions, but it's not okay for you to allow yourself to stay in the misery or to stay in that outside energy. Coming back into the power of love and light is the most important thing. Come back into your heart. Step back into the essence of you. And remember, your heart will always guide you. Be guided by your heart. Make your decisions yourself. I'll know that you have that beautiful free will to choose, and always make the choice to choose you. And it's so important to do that. So as we come into these sessions tonight, and as we come into this energy, yes, Lisa, it was great to have some time off. I have a buzzy head, so I know there's a lot of messages flowing through me. I want to start by, I want to go back up here. The messages are flipping by so quickly. I'm like, okay. I want to start with, I'm trying to find a name here. I'm looking for someone in particular that I seen a little earlier here that I want to start with you. Alicia Mansell? Is it Alicia? Alicia Mansell? Are you here? Alicia Mansell. I want to start with you. If you're here, could you please let me know that you're here? Yes, you are? Okay. Can I ask you if you have a question for me? I'm feeling the energy of your heart. I'm feeling very connected to you, and I just have this overpowering sense of love that's coming from the other side for you. But I also feel the need that you need to be supported, like somewhere or something in life where right now you're looking for support, not just, of course it's love, but you're seeking and searching some sort of support right now, something that you need. So if you have a question, can I ask you if you can post that question there for me? I am going to start shuffling through my cards for you. But I do want to go into, a sense of, I just have this like a huge personality coming through. I have somebody coming through for you, and I have a big personality here, and I just, I'm getting very like sweaty, my whole body, and I just have someone who is like, I just feel like they love to be moving, love to dance, love the action, love to be with people, love the crowds, love to socialize. Okay, your mom, you lost your mom 8 months ago. Okay, was she very, this is love. Like, I have just such a love for you tonight. I'm like, oh my God, my heart is overpouring with this beautiful love. And of course, it would be the beautiful Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary energy that's coming in. It's motherly energy. It's motherly sense that's coming in for you. I want you to know that this beautiful energy. So was she, can I ask you if she was very like social, if she was like, love to laugh, love to be like a part of the, like she just like happy. I just have joyous happiness around her. I just feel like she was either very happy or she's very excited for you. And she really got me seeking and searching you out tonight. I had to go into prayer before I started. I had to light a candle last minute. Her laugh was contagious. Okay, thank you. I'm like, her energy is so big. I'm like, and she's like, look at these wings. Look at his life. Look at me. Look at me. Look at, she just thinks everything was so hilarious, so funny. And she asked me to light this candle for her. And I'm going to show you because I did this last minute as I was waiting for my Wi-Fi, for my internet to come back up. And so I lit this for her tonight. And this candle is burning with my multivite and my amber. And I had to go put on a pile of rings. I had to get all dolled up for her tonight. That's kind of what I was getting. You need to know she didn't leave. Like, she's with you. She's always with you. She's watching over your child. She tried, like, I just feel like she's been trying to really reach out to you. Like, she's like, she pushed me like to find you. Like, I knew who I was looking for. I knew I was seeking and searching you. I knew I had to find you tonight because she needs you to know. Because I just feel like you spend a lot of time pushing and suppressing down your emotions. And she's just like, that's so her mom, Rhonda. Okay. And I just feel like you're like pushing down your feelings, your emotions, like feeling like you need to be tough, feeling like you need to be strong. And she's just telling you, you don't always have to be strong. Stop always feeling like you have to be the tough one. You have to be the strong. And stop thinking that you're always, because she's telling me you don't just need love, you need support. And that was huge. Like, you need support. You need somebody to support you. For your son, well, your son can feel your energy. Your son knows that energy. Your son knows you're sad. He can feel your sadness, and he can feel that you are like that you're anxious, and and it's like almost like a little bit afraid. I have this sense of like afraid of. I feel because I just feel like you feel very alone, and I got this awful kind of pains down like through my shoulder, through my. Like where your, I guess I was on this side, your pancreas and stuff would be like your kidneys, like that side is like, ow, a deep shoulder pain, like some like pushing down. And I feel like she's really pushing down on one side of me. So I don't know what was affecting that's like, what would be the left side of her, what would have been on her left side or what's on your left side if you're having some issues. She's talking about her teeth, and I don't know what's with her teeth. And so I don't know what's with her teeth. And I just got her teeth, and she keeps pointing, like I keep pushing on my teeth like this. And she's like, keep showing me her teeth, her smile, or something about that. And I know her laugh is contagious. Like it just got, and she's just like, and she's shown me this. And she was a jokester. And she says you were a lot like her, and you need to get that back. You need to find that within yourself. So know that you are supported. Know that you're loved. Know that she's right by your side. Yes, I'm afraid of being not as good a mom. And she had blood clots. She didn't take missing a tooth. Oh, missing a tooth? Okay. And you are amazing, Mom. You're an amazing mom. You are supported by her no matter where. Her big wings is supporting you. She's like smiling at you. It's like she got her whole smile going on, man. She's got they're like all teeth are in place. Everything's in place. She looks like herself. And so like those clots, everything, because you're a whole country away. Okay. She's just right with you. And all I can tell you, like the biggest thing I can tell you, it's like she makes me listen. She's always listening. She was a very good listener. She listened. She loved to listen. She was always supportive. She was a great mom, but you're also a great mom. She brought Rhonda back to me, so it's been a little easier. Okay. Yeah. And I just feel like you're going to have this sense, this feeling when you sit in that silence. You left for the love of your life. It's okay. You needed to do this. You need it to be, this is all like where you are, your life, everything is supposed to be in that, like you're where you're supposed to be. Okay, she gave you heck for not being such a good listener? Okay, you're getting the same heck again because she's an amazing listener. And she tells me, you need to listen because she is trying to communicate to you. She is trying to tell you she's there for you. And so just know she's loving you. Just know she's supporting you. Just know that she's with you and that your love, like you have her smile. You have that same kind of burst of love for life that she has. You need to get it back and know that your son does feel that energy. So you got to get that pep back in your step. You got to stop being afraid that you're not going to be enough. You're more than enough. You are perfectly great at what you do. You are a loving support for her, and you're fantastic. So don't think that you're not. You're very, very fantastic. So allow yourself to just like embrace this. And grieving, nobody can tell you when it's like when grieving ends or how it's supposed to be. Everyone's process is different, and you got to allow yourself time to shed your tears, to not suppress your emotions, and to give yourself a break sometimes. Get your partner to take care of your child and your little boy, and you go do what you need to do for you sometimes. Sometimes it's a walk, just a breath of fresh air. You need to go breathe and take that time for breathing. Take that time to breathe. I'm just making sure that I am on both sites, and I don't know if I am, but that's. Is there anyone here from YouTube? Can tell me if YouTube is linking as well. So, Alicia, thank you, and I'm so glad that she's bursting through tonight, and I'm so glad she was here to give you that message, and that she was here for you. I'm very, very thankful that she's channeling through me tonight. She's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful energy, and I feel honored to be connected to her. And she kind of turns around and she like shakes herself at us and she says, look at these, I made it. Look at this, I made it. And she's made it all the way into her spirit world. She's made it all the way back. She can travel to you. She can get to you any place, anytime. She's there. So good. I'm glad that gives you the closure. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored. I didn't even have a card to go with that for you. That was just a message. So thank you. Moving on to the next person through here. I got to let Mama go here now. She will be with you. I'm sending her home to you, Alicia, as fun as she is. So she's there. All right. I don't always use cards, Steve, for readings. I work as a medium. I channel the messages. There's many sessions. When you book an individual session with me, you may never see a card go down. You may never see me lay out a card. I'm the oracle. This is the oracle. They connect. I don't need this to do this. The messages flow through me. I am a channel. I'm a mystic. I work in the prophecy of messages coming from the divine and from spirit world. So sometimes it's not all about the cards, and I love the cards. Don't get me wrong. Love the cards. I actually have my own deck of cards that are about 20 cards into creation right now. I think we have 44 will be in the deck or something like that. But they're all being created, and they're called the Everyday. It's called From the Shadows, and they are called the Everyday Goddess deck of cards. And they will be they're all hand done. They are absolutely beautiful. And we hope to have those out in the new year along with the second book. You're welcome. So I'm just asking for the next person and channeling through for the next person here. Shannon Royal, are you here? Shannon Royal? Thelma. Ah, thanks, Serena. Out of a you next, Lisa? Well, let's see here. I'm waiting to see if Shannon is still here. I will jump ahead if I don't hear from somebody right away. And if they're on, then they can say they're here. Oh, there you are. Okay. Shannon Royal, do you have a question for me? It is question and answer day, so you get to ask me a question if you have one, and I will see what I can bring through for you, or whatever that question is, what I can give you for an answer. Remember, we get what we need, not what we want. Rhonda, I'm glad to be here. So Shannon, if you have a question, go ahead and post it. I am shuffling through the Oracle of the Seven Energies. These are Colette's cards. So my stomach's growling. So Shannon, if you have a question, you can go ahead, or if you just want it to be, I don't know why I have something up on my screen. So, so Shannon, if it's just general, can you just put up general as well if you don't have a question? So this is my, yes, just as truthful. Okay, I'll see if Dad comes in. What I'm getting, Shannon, first for you, because I invite them to come in beforehand. I don't try to push. I don't try to pull energies in. I allow energies. I believe it's the most beautiful way. I believe when people have messages for us. So the card that I got for you is the Oracle gift. And what I got for you, Shannon, first was somebody holding a mug or holding a teacup. And that was the card that came out. And it's the Oracle gift. And the Oracle gift is, sometimes that I don't read the cards based on the messages that are in the book sometimes. What I'm getting really clearly for you is an ancestral link back into an older woman and a teacup and someone who had the ability to connect, or was the person who everybody went to in your family for advice. And I don't know if she was actually called like grandma, or if she had some other name, like some other name that was used as grandma. Because I feel as if, and I got two cup cards. I got great and full, and I got the Oracle gift. So I know this is coming in I know there's a double message coming in for you, but I want to tell you about this woman. Dad may be here, but this woman is coming through first. But this woman is telling me that you have a lot of her energy, a lot of her caring, compassionate self. She's very compassionate. She's very kind. She was someone who was like the messenger in the family, or the voice of reason. She was always that person that would be the calmness, the calm in the storm, keep shit together, keep it on the lowdown, keep everybody calm. And she's telling me that you have that within you. But for some reason, there's something that is being very disturbing your energy, something that's keeping you from fully being connected to yourself, and that you need to get grounded, and you need to get rooted. And they really want you to get rooted and grounded in who you are. You're trying to please somebody else, or you're trying to please other people. And this woman really wanted you to hear this. Like, she really wanted you to know that. And so and so you need to make yourself happy and not everybody else. And you need to stop trying to please everybody. And whatever is about sweeping and cleaning, and it's like, I don't know if you got some, like, if you're like OCD about cleaning and overworking like yourself to the bone. And I'm just being told that you need to slow down sometime. And can I ask you if your dad was a very logical man, a very practical man? I have a male energy who's very logical, very practical, very kind of tell it like it is, very sensible in some ways, but not very sensible in the other ways, and big feet, I have the big feet. Like I just keep seeing this shoe, like this big shoe, and it almost looks like a dressier shoe or some sort of shoe that was kind of dressier. And Shannon, if you can validate any of this, or if you can tell me a little bit about any of this that makes sense to you, and if not, it is what it is, and I give you exactly what I get, and you may go away and go, oh my God. But what I'm being told is that there's some sort of disconnect in the family, or some place where there's like some disconnect within you, or something around where the energy is, yes, that makes okay. And so this is like some sort of disconnect. And he keeps showing me this, like family has to stick together and family has to come together. That that make me laugh. And it's like you can't walk in his shoes, and nobody could walk in his shoes. You can't replace him. He's irreplaceable, by the way. I want to tell you. He's very irreplaceable. You can't replace him. There's just no way. You're welcome, Alicia. Welcome to my site, and join my pages, my YouTube and this page, and also get into my school. There's lots of there's a beautiful meditation in there right now. And so what you're being told, Shannon, is to really not try to, like, for people not to try to walk his path, or to, like, his legacy was in who he was, and you have to create your own legacy now. You have to do your own thing. You have to let go of some of these OCDs that you have, or some of these trying to control situations, or trying to keep shit together, and trying to keep things as they are. Follow your heart. Live as the beautiful oracle that you are. Be you. Don't try to be anybody else. And that, we have, and I say this, and I said this in my last live, is that, or my last few lives, is that, yes, I have yes, I'm from a beautiful Aboriginal, ancestral family line, on both my mom's parents' side. My grandmother and my grandfather both are Aboriginal on my mom's side. My dad's family are very European leaned, very white, but very connected into the spiritual world, into the spiritual realm. But I'm me, and I'm not any of them. And I have amazing healer ancestors who do channel through me, but I'm still not them. I'm me. And that's what you're being told, Shannon, is be you. That resonates with you, Shannon. So be your gifts, be you. Don't walk in their path. Don't walk in anyone else's. Let go of trying to control things, because you can't. You can't. We don't know from one minute to the next, and fated is fated. And some things you can't change the destiny of a person, or their destination to leave this earth earlier than what we would have liked for them to have to leave. They are to return home and to be a strong presence for us on the other side. He has big shoes to fill. You can't fill them, but you have your own big shoes to fill. And for you to fill your shoes, this beautiful woman, she's like there, and she's guiding you, and she's bringing you into the presence of being the essence of who you are meant to be. So it's like the oracle, and it's, if I could read tea leaves, I'd go down and get my little teacup and I'd read them for you. I'm sure I probably could, but it's like, I just feel like the whole, like, little gypsy soul kind of energy in this woman. If you could find out more even about her past, I think there's some secrets of her past of like little chuckly, like if anybody ever knew that I could do this, but they had to hide those parts of themselves, she's still there with you. She's very present with you, and it's rooted of abundance. And that your life is really, once you ground yourself and you see the essence of what abundance really means, and that you're still abundant in love, you're still, there's just so much good things still around you, and your world is full. And it's like empty out the shit that don't matter. Empty out the shit that don't matter. Stop trying to perfect things. Let it go, and just truly live as yourself, and live in your shoes. Walk your journey, walk your path. So thank you. And they were calling out loud for me to choose you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And I need to go to Linda Green for a moment. Linda Green, you're being called up here. Considering options in front of me, wondering if it's my highest good to make a commitment outside of my 9 to 5. Want to. Uh, I feel like so Linda, I feel like you're not getting clarity because I don't feel like it's a decision you should kind of rush through. There is a, what I'm getting, Linda, is there is a green, there is a, I know your last name's Green, but this is a green, like a green screen. There's a green screen or a green veil that's covering another part of this story yet. And I feel like there is some sort of, there's just something of like that you, of an image that I'm trying to get on this screen. And I just feel like poking through the curtains or poking through that veil. And there's a part of you still exhausted. There's some of your energy that's still exhausted. And I feel like there's a surprise. There's a surprise coming in for you, or something you weren't expecting, and that you have to not feel a need to be pushed into a decision or feeling the pressure to make a decision. Allow that decision to flow over your lips when the time is right. But there's something behind that veil, and I'm not sure exactly what's behind that veil, and we're not supposed to know right now. I feel like September the 9th, 10th, somewhere around there, it's like you're going to get like the clearest message, and you need to trust that. It's like it's just going to come full circle. I know I think it's around the 9th, Mars is going into Mercury. Ha! Mars is going into Mercury. And it's like, I don't feel like it's a bad time for you. I feel like it's actually going to be a great time for you. I do hear the music for you, and the music is loud. And I have Awakening the Genius, and there's this brilliance of you. And somewhere your brilliance is going to be needed. But I don't want you to overcommit yourself to, they don't want you to overcommit yourself in places that, that you're not ready to give your all. That you're not ready to give your all. So when there's sometimes when nothing is coming to us, it's not that nothing is coming to us, it's that we don't want to say no, afraid we're going to miss out on an opportunity. And that means, Mercury. And so that means you're saying yes to you and sometimes no to an opportunity that you feel as if you're going to be missing something or feeling like you should have taken it on. But it's like, sometimes trust the no answer or the nothing is coming as it's not ripe and it's not time. So I just feel like right now is not the time to make the decision. And there's going to be something show up behind that veil, something coming beyond there. Like there's a green screen waiting for you to put your own image on, waiting for you to put your own picture on. And when that shows up and when that comes, it's going to be, look out, world. So see, time machine. And it's like divine timing. And I asked for something to validate that for you. Into me, I see. Into me, I see. Through the eyes of my so-called enemy, my head that I get stuck in, right? Through the eyes of my so-called enemy, through the head that I get stuck in. You don't have to make the decision. The decision will be made for you, Linda. You will just open your mouth and the decision will flow out. Stop meditating on it. Stop asking about it and allow it to happen, because there is something there, and there's something of a surprise coming in there for you, and something more for you to embrace on this journey. Get writing. And I don't know why I have April for you. And I'm like, something of April, man. April is like your diamond month. And I know April is a diamond in birthstone because I'm April. But April. I have April. Just wait till April hits. And it's the tender embrace is also came up. So this is actually a time to really embrace you, Linda. Embrace still being a little bit selfish, a little bit self-centered into making the world about you. That's what you're here to do right now. That's exactly what you're here to do. You're here to still continue to make the world about you and about your journey and about what you're doing for you. And elephants always know the direction. They always know where to go. Trust that. Trust what's unfolding. Trust what's unfolding. It's going to be a beautiful journey. Yep, let go, let God. Much love to you. Mwah. Okay. My eyes just went fuzzy, Linda. So don't let your human eyes fool you. Close your eyes. Don't be fooled by your human eyes. Okay, let me see here. Bethany Leah. Bethany Leah, are you still here? I'm not seeing, I seen you up here earlier. I hope you're still here. You here? Good, Linda. Okay. Bethany Leah, if you're still here, could you please let me know? Welcome, Vicky. Oh, you're on YouTube. Yay. Okay, so I am. I just want to make sure my YouTube was connecting as well because I'm on Facebook and on YouTube. Yeah, it is totally different on the YouTube. Totally different. So Bethany Lee, if you're here, could you comment? And in the meantime, I'm just going to go to Camille Conlon, and I'm going to answer your question while I'm waiting for Bethany Lee to see if you're still here. Why is it that when I take 2 steps ahead, I feel like I'm now back 10? Do you have any advice for me to stop looking back and how to get past the things that are crowding my vision? I'm lacking in seeing myself clearly right now. Because you're tied to the past. That first statement, stop saying it. Stop seeing yourself as 10 back. Why do we have to keep revisiting the past when there's something not healed, not complete, or we are not letting go of? What story are you still holding on to? And why is it still having such control over you? That's the questions that you're asking yourself, not the 10-step back question. So important to reframe, change the question so that you can view the story differently. You have an opportunity to rewrite the story, but if you continue to stay in the same story, stay in the same energy, what is it that is holding you back? What is it that's keeping you from moving forward? Are you continually looking at life with expectations? Are you still expecting the same outcome? Are you still doing the same things? What are you doing differently? Or what do you need to do differently to make that change in your life? Where do you need to start seeking and searching? And it's not out in the material world. It's in here. Nobody and nothing out there can change our lives for us. That's your job. It's an inside job. So where do you need to look? What is it that keeps you in the past, or what keeps you there? Is a story that you're holding on to, or something that you're waiting for a validation, or you're waiting for somebody else to do something differently, or you're still placing expectations upon. I felt like you just spoke to me by saying that too, Camille. Well, this message is for everybody. It was a great question by Camille, and that's why I wanted to answer it, is that's a question that I get asked lots, and I think that's something that a lot of people have. So that's a question that everybody can use. That's the thing. I don't know what I'm holding on to, which makes it hard to work on it. Okay, so If you don't know what you're holding on to, stop looking to the past. What is happening right now that you are waiting for to be different? What is right now in your life? Or no, let me change that for you. What is the opportunity that is in front of you right now? This very moment, what is the opportunity? There's an opportunity right now for you to say, to set an intention. Set an intention that I will make a change. I will not look to the past to build my future. I will set healthy intentions, achievable intentions. What is achievable right now? What can I do right now? How can I be the change in my own life? And those are the questions. So I'm going to give you a card to validate that. So if everyone knows, I do work as a life coach. I work in empowerment, self-actualization. I have a program, and I call it the We program because it's not just me. It is built by a channeled through me, created through me, taught by me live, but it comes with the most amazing mentors and the most amazing team that puts it together. That Lisa Richard built the school that we have just moved the whole program over to this whole new school online. The worksheets I channel through, they're edited, they're put together. The program keeps evolving and growing. It is called More Than Existing. It is a self-actualization coaching program. It's about investing into you. It's about making the changes that you need to make. When we have to look at the now, we have to look at habits. What is a habit that I continue to do? What is the conditioning habits and beliefs that I still continue to live in and do and allow to be controlling my life? Where do I need to be a change? Because no one out there changes us, right? And so I'm giving you a card for this. And you got the same card, Camille, as you actually got the same card as Linda got. And you got Awakening the Genius. You have your own mind and your own free will. So our self-sabotaging moments are because we choose to allow something to it's like self-prophecy of something going wrong. When we expect something to go wrong or we're expecting things to be a certain way, then of course they're going to be, because we're already contributing to it. And when we keep contributing to our own story of falling back, then we're going to have a fallback moment. When we keep seeing ourselves jumping forward, we start to jump forward. But it takes commitment. You have to make a commitment to you, and you have to start building new healthy practices that include commitment. It's like we get all, and so we get here or we get here. So we get all excited, we're doing good things for ourselves, and then we fall down. Healing means finding a happy medium in life. And it truly is about finding that happy medium place where you feel comfortable. Don't overcommit yourself and don't underestimate yourself. You have a brilliant mind. And so you have a mind that can create a beautiful reality. And you have to start living in that new reality, but you have to put the action steps into it. But don't overcommit, but commit to something that is achievable. Baby steps, one thing at a time, so that you can maintain momentum. Start maintaining that momentum and start stepping into higher self. Ask your higher self. Ask your guides. Start asking for help from Spirit World. It's a wonderful place. They do help us. You got amazing angels and guides with you. And I have amazing angel courses in the school that you can start taking. Like, there's so many things that are aligning us to our destiny. And the biggest one is becoming in alignment with self. So I hope that helps you, Camille. Okay, Dion. Lois, so appreciate you doing this. I have an early report tomorrow. So Lois, I will post the recording after. I think that maybe something past that's controlling me, my self-doubt. Yeah. I need to believe that I'm good enough and that I achieve great things like I got into you of this year. I've moved closer to family. I'm starting to actually work on my health, and I need to be proud of myself for that, right? The doubt that I'm not good enough follows me and puts me down. I think if I can believe that I'm stronger and great things, I'll achieve my strong. Exactly. So that not being good enough, that's what I want you to explore. What is the truth to that? And where is that coming from? Really explore that. Okay. So thank you, Camille, and thank you for your vulnerability and your honesty. Sending you much healing into your heart tonight. So Dion, I feel the need, Dion, that to give you, it's time for you to power up. That's just what I got, Dion. It was just like a pounding fist. It was like DJ music. Like that whole pounding up. It's time for you. Like, come on, Dion, get with it. Like, start having fun again. Like, it's like hurrahing you on, encouraging you. You're getting like these encouraging messages from the other side. And I know this is the youthful spirit, and I know this is coming in of love. And I just have like this raw on you on. But there's one on this side, and I have one on this side. And I'm like, they're both like pounding out to this music. You're welcome, Camille. And so Dion, they're pounding out to this DJ music. It's like loud. It's like just out there and just like this fun. Right? You're picking on yourself. And they're like, come on, Dion, come on, get up, get off of that chair. Get your ass off that chair. Get moving. We want you to get out. We want you to have fun. We want you to build a life. Come on, girl. Get out. Come out. Have fun with us. And it's like, us. So in other words, they're going with you. And I want to say, I want to call them like, I want to call them like, and I'm just going to put it out what they're telling me. They're telling me that they have this kind of, they call themselves like Guido brothers or something. Like their hair is like combed back, it's in place, they're perfect looking, they're beautiful men, they're gorgeous boys, and they're just telling me that and there's two of them, Dion, two of them, not one. So I feel like one would be brother, and I'm not sure who the other one would be, but the other one is like family. No, he is family, and he's telling me there's both of them, and they're like pounding out, you have to start living for yourself. Yes, exactly, right? Oh, you're dead. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God. They're like, they're crazy. Oh my God. Their energy is so crazy tonight. They're like laughing at you. And even though you have a sadness in your heart, they don't have a sadness in their heart. They're saying, don't be like, they know there's still things that, and I gotta tell you this, your dad, like one of them is very like, touchy-feely. I have a like very touchy feeling. I have to keep moving over. I feel like touching me, like that kind of touching me. I like touching my skin, like the very touchy feeling, very huggy, very like wanted to be in everybody's space. Like had no problem getting in your bubble, had no problem getting in your space, had no problem communicating, getting up close to people, but don't mess with their family. Because if you mess with and this is exactly as they're doing it, don't mess with our family. Because you mess with our family, it's like, we're going to be mad. We're coming after you type of thing. And so we're just getting that energy. Steve, I love that you're like the biggest cheerleader in here, by the way. I love having you in here. Your energy is contagious. And so Dion, I'm just like this whole, come on. Your dad is so friendly. Okay, yeah. He's like all over the place. He loves attention. He loves to be here. And he's like, don't be so shy. Don't be afraid to, like, why you don't like attention. And he's like, you need to start liking attention a little bit more. And he talks with his hands, and they're like all over the place here with you. And you need to know that it's like, yeah, get off of that chair, get out. You're not old woman. You're not an old woman. You're still young, and you have to start living life again, girl. Like really start living life again. You can't change. You're too shy. Yeah, you're nothing like these two. Nothing like these two. These two are like, yeah, they steal the show is what they do. And they're stealing the show tonight. They love to steal the show. They love to steal that attention. And and so you're being told that now they're putting you in the limelight. So they're pushing you out the door. They're pushing you out into the limelight. They're pushing you to shine. They're giving you, like, they're powering you up. And you're going to hear like this all of a sudden, like your music's going to come on or your TV is going to get louder. Almost like your iTunes start blasting. And this is a burst of magic. And so, as you know, I mean, I always talk about magic and miracles, and that, you know, the magic is inside of us. It is that light that's inside of us. These two were magical beings. They had magical energy. Their lights are just like shimmering. You got chills? Okay, and it's like you have that same magic inside of you. You have that light, and it's time for your lotus flower moment. It's time for you to come out of the murky. It is time for you to come out of the shadows. It's time for you to come out of that negative self-doubt, that image, and I mean, I'm not going to tell you to get out of your grieving. That's not what we're here to tell you, but we're here to tell you that even through grieving, through their memory, through remembering how they made you laugh, how they loved life, how they live for life. Live for them. Really get living again and get living for them. So it's the burst of magic. And through that and see, there's the freaking music. There's the music. And it's like a great symphony. It's just like angels sing, spirits sing. They love to communicate through music. You'll hear them through songs. I almost feel like the sense of your brother is coming with always one specific song that you hear, and it's like over and over again. And he's like, and those words, those songs resonate with you, and it's time to let your magic out. Time to let your magic shine. You can't give it all to everybody else. It's your turn. It's your time, and they're with you. And they're with you big time. So you are being surrounded. And they're like pumping it up for you. They're pumping up the volume. They're pumping up the light. They're pumping up all the energy. They're infusing you, and they're just like bringing you to the action. They're moving. If you're not going to the action, they're going to bring it to you. So music came on at your mom's. Okay, thank you. They said they turned on the music for you. Always, that's what they do. If you're not going to pay attention, they're going to make you pay attention. So you're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love happy spirits. I love when happy spirits come in, and I love how they come through for us. So thank you. Okay. Kathy? Is it Richard? Richard? I never know how to say your last name, Kathy. Kathy Richard, right? Richard. Yes, Dion, you have to tell her that was them. So Kathy Richard, I am yeah, music. Spirit world loves music. And the angels. The angels, you may hear like singing of music, and the angels will have like, I used to get up every night and go seeking and searching out this music. And my grandfathers and his brothers were on the Perrier side of my family. Perrier, like the water. That's my mother's maiden name. And I would get up and go looking for this music, and I couldn't find nothing. It was never no music playing. And I used to always say to my grandfather and his brothers, "Listen, I gotta go to sleep. You have to stop playing music." And it's the angels, the simple, the simple. I can't even get the word out. The music. I'm just going to go with music. It's not coming in a moment. The music is often the angels as just singing to us. Okay. Hold on here. So Kathy, I'm coming now. I'm coming. Kathy, I have an old man here. And I have to say, and I got to say this in the nicest way, he stinks. I have an old man who stinks. And I don't know if it's, I feel like it's probably just from work. I feel like a physical, hard labor job that he worked, like he worked very hard, and he did have some back problems or something, but I don't feel like that's how you're there. Okay. And I don't feel that's how he died. I feel like he passed like in an accident or something. And I just got all this dust and all this dirt. And it's like, and it sounds like I got this dust in my mouth, like dust bowls, like dust. Like I just have all this dust, and I just feel like there's an accident around this person. So I don't know if it was a work accident and I just feel like sometimes he could tell like white lies. I don't know if he was, or if he was like a fibber. He was always like jokingly telling lies, or if he just told lies. But he's telling me that that he's telling the truth right now. And I got Pinocchio energy here. And Pinocchio is the victim. And I feel like you have somebody around you who plays victim, who tends to go to the victim mode and not fully being able to pull their shit together. And he's telling you that they're fibbing you, and that some people fib you and you listen to it and you fall for it. And that you have to get back on purpose and the power of purpose, like bullseye. Like your thoughts are right, what you're thinking is right. And I just feel like you sometimes question, like, am I being fooled? Am I being tricked? It's like, and I feel like this person that's coming through tells me that they do very much care deeply for you. You are very cared for, and my skin is very itchy. And I just got this itchy sense all down the side of my face, all around my ear. And I don't know if there was like some sort of like somebody who had like some sort of ear issue or jaw or like something on the side here. My skin has gotten so hot right here, Kathy. But I just feel like there's some sort of like issues right here. And so I just being told that don't jump ship, don't have to take sides, but think for yourself. Make up your own mind, and just let your spidey senses really guide you on this. Let your spidey senses guide you through. And I just feel like there's this in-between world, and sometimes I feel like you're in between like some arguments, or you're in between some people's battles, and you can't fight people's battles for them. And it's like, don't try to fight people's battles for them. Just you're on your own path. You're on your own journey. You can't, I got to get this dusted in my mouth. And just be you. Just be you. And so I really, truly hope that resonates with you, and that that man somewhere fits into your life, because he's here, and he's like, he's here as he's a stinky little guardian, but he's here as your guardian. He's here, and I just see him sitting on like a deck, like in a rocking chair or something, like he moves. He's like all around you, and he's rocking back and forth, and a pile of land, yeah, and I don't know where he comes in. He's back from years and years ago, Kathy. So I don't know how he comes in. He resonates to you. He resonates to your life somehow around you. And he's in like an old rocking chair, and he's really linked. I feel like he's really tied back into even war times, like old wars, like World War I, World War II, or something like that. But he definitely has this like old energy. So you may have to start looking back through your ancestor line, because he knows you. And he's very much here for you. But he's guarding you. And he's guarding you in a big way. So just trust that. Just know that. And you also have a friend here. And this friend tells me that you cared for this friend. And this friend just says, hey, can you sneak in a thank you? Your grandpa? Okay. Yeah. Like, I mean, that man knew struggles. He knew the hard days. He knew the tough times. And it just feels like he knows honesty. Your dad's stepdad. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You're being cared for. Put it that way. You're being cared for. So please take care of you. And this other person's coming in just says, thank you for your kindness. Thank you for the things that you did. And thank you for always just being you. You forget yourself and take care of everyone else first. Don't do that, okay? Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. You're very welcome, Kathy. Rebecca McGlynn. Rebecca McGlynn, are you here? I would love to know if my mom has been with my grandma through her current battle. She needs support from everyone right now. And I know that if my mom was still with us, she would be her greatest supporter. So, Rebecca McGlynn, are you still here? And I can tell you she's with your grandma. As I'm waiting to see if you're, yeah, okay, you are. Okay, thank you. I can tell you she is. She's very much with your grandma. She's always there. I am being guided to, I'm being guided to ask you about a ring, Rebecca. Something to do with a ring, whether it's a wedding ring, a family ring, or something like that. I have a ring. I have a ring and I have two. I have a ring and I have like a figurine of some sort. And I don't know if this is like crystal or like old China figurine or something. And I don't know if this belongs to your mom or to your grandma. If you actually have like mom's rings or a ring, a family ring or something belongs to your mom. And I don't know where your grandma has some sort of like, and I know she's not well. I know she's battling here right now, but I don't know if she has like some sort of infection or some sort of sore or something on her, something that just doesn't feel like it that matches the condition that she's in. I just feel like it's something like something that would have come to this like because of being ill or because she's not well or because of medication. And I'm just being told, and I know this is like an old wise thing. I don't know where this is coming from or why I'm getting this for you. I know that my grandmother used to always say, take your wedding ring and rub on a sty on the eye. But I'm being told to take a ring, take something of gold, like something that's a piece of gold, and like mark a cross, make a cross, like mark a cross on this area that is either like a cut or a sore or something, and just mark a cross on it. And she's like, trust me on this. Trust me on this. And I don't know what that means. I just give you what I get. I am unsure of what that means to me, but you're just being told to do that. And she says that is like, that's her way of helping in all ways that she can. Yes, she does have that sore. Okay, you're not sure about the ring. This may be your grandma's ring. Like this is, or something of gold, something that is gold. And this might be like grandma has a family ring. It might be like an old, like something of a ring is what I'm getting. But it has to be a ring. It could be your own ring. I don't know, but it's like rub that gold ring, make a cross with the gold ring on that spot. And that's going to, I don't know, That's the message from her. And she says, do that for her, please. Could you please do that for me? And she says, that's going to help. That's going to help. I'm telling you. And I'm like, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger. And that's the message that I have. Now I have more for you, but that's what I'm being told, that's what you need to, that's what your mom wants you to do for your grandma. And she says, and don't look at it, and don't look at it every day. You got to give it you got to give it time. You got to have faith and trust in this. She's trying to work her magic from the other side. She has a sore, yes, and an infection. Okay. All right. Because I just feel like your grandma has this, and that this is going to help, but she is working on the infection, the healer energy that's flowing through me. Just feels like there's this infection, and trying to work on this infection. So I don't know if it's in the blood or if it's flowing through the blood. I do think there's a family ring. We've been asked about it before, but we weren't sure where or what she was talking about. Yeah. I don't know where this is either, but there's something. And if you can't find that, use any ring. Okay. But I just want you to use that ring. Use a ring. Just use anything that's gold. I don't care. Just as long as it's gold and it just marks, because the power is in the faith. She's telling me the power is in the faith, and she's telling you to have faith that this is the healing that she needs right now, so that then she can focus on everything else, and so that she can really focus on getting better in other ways. So I don't know if the infection is also in the blood or what's flowing through her blood, but I feel like this beautiful golden healing energy is flowing through her veins and really trying its best to help in all ways possible. And I can't guarantee, I don't give guarantees, and I'm not a doctor, and we're not doctors, and they're not doctors from up there, but your mother's trying really hard to be a doctor. She's being like a spiritual doctor. She's being like a medicine woman, and she's just telling you, and she says, refuse to settle. Don't you settle, refuse to settle. It's like she got to fight for her, and she has to fight for her own health. And it's like, and you have to fight for her. So refuse to settle, because if your mother was here, she wouldn't be taking no for answers, and she wouldn't be settling for half-assed treatment. There's no effing way. She's telling me that she would be fighting hard for the best treatment for your grandma and for her. And so that's what she's doing from where she is. She is working her magic from where she is, and she's working magic, and we are praying for miracles all the way through for your grandma. So there's your powerful message. But I am going to give you a card for you as well. I do have a card that's for you, Rebecca, and it's rooted. And here's the rooted of abundance and our ancestral stories that come from there. And there's a lot of abundance of love, a lot of abundance of faith and hope, and those things that are just like flowing through. She would be like that. Well, she's like it from the other side. So yeah, so she's all over this. She's there for you. And so just know that she says you are rooted in love. You're her bloodline, and you have what she has, and you have the same, you have the courage, you have the stubbornness. This woman is stubborn. So be as stubborn as what she is. Keep doing the work that needs to be done for her, and just keep up the fight. Keep up the fight. Do what needs to be done, and be open to possibilities. And so it's like open to discovery. This is like putting that key in, and that's kind of what my logo kind of looks like sometimes. It's this key, because my logo is the key in the heart, and it's like I hand you the first key to open your heart to start discovering you. This card comes in, Rebecca, for you, that it is time for you to start putting focus into you. I know your grandma's health is important, but your mom's telling me it's very important that you take care of you, and it's very important that you start to do some things for you, and that you start to discovering who you are, what you want to do for you, and what you want your life to look like. It's time for you to start creating your life as well. And she's being a little bit stubborn she's like, you may be a little bit stubborn, but she's more stubborn than you. And so she's really trying to help you out here. And she's like, you got to start aiming for the stars. Don't settle for mediocre. Don't settle for mediocre. Very important. Very stubborn woman like your grandma. Yeah, your grandma's not giving up that easily, and your mother's not giving up. And I hate to tell you, you have some of that stubbornness, but don't settle for mediocre. Start, reaching for the stars and asking her, speak to her. She freaking hears you. If she didn't hear you, she wouldn't be so powerful and coming in. She's all over the place. So, and you are very loved, and she is always with you guys. Don't ever doubt that she's there. So, you are very welcome, and thank you. Samuel Davies. I've seen you here, and you are actually next on my list because you asked a question earlier, and I know you've been asking a couple here, but I'm going back to your original first question, and so I want you to really step into your heart here, and I want you to ask your heart the question of what is it that I'm seeking in partnership, and what am I seeking in love? Because I want you to make sure you are clear and on the same page going into this relationship, is what I'm getting. Do you both have the same desired, life right now? Are you on the same page? And I feel like it's like flattery, lust only gets us so far. And then there's reality, and then there's truth, and then there's honesty, and there's some concrete questions that you're being told that you need to drop into your heart and just say, don't say, oh, it's okay, I can live without this, or it's okay, I can settle for this. It's like there's no sense in settling. If there's a possibility, you have free will, and you have to choose to sometimes take a leap of faith and jump into the relationship, but just make sure that you're on the same page, that you're both have the same dreams and desires, like you're there to support each other. Because I really feel like, Samuel, I feel like you really need, I feel like you need strong, you need someone with a strong presence to walk beside you, someone who's got that same kind of that zest for life and perspective. And you got to remember, people are human, and there's going to be imperfections, and you can't, and people are never going to be perfect. And you live in the UK. Okay. Yeah. And I'm like, so yeah, don't get caught. Like, I just feel like, ask the questions. Ask the questions. You really need to ask the questions. No, don't be afraid to ask, because why waste time? That's what I'm getting for you is, so your cousin is in the US and you're in the UK, right? Yeah. So ask questions, like really, truly get clear. Get clear from the beginning, get honest from the beginning, no bullshit, no wasting time, be real. And it's like the higher view. And so the owl energy is coming in with this, and it's like a new perspective. What am I seeking? Everybody always has that desire to hook, if you're single, or like everyone wants to hook you up with somebody, but your heart has to be invested and connected. And if it's only temporary, then it's going to fizzle out. I just feel like we want you to dig deep into your heart of what it is you're searching. See, there you go. If they keep going AWOL, then come on now. Don't push down the red flags. Because what if something great is there for you, right? What if there's something really, really great for you? So ask the questions, and then you'll know. Ask for honesty, and then you'll know. Then you won't be wasting no more time. is what I'm feeling. And into me, I feel like you're looking for what you're seeking and searching, or what's coming in for you is that this person who should like stand by your side is almost like a mirror image of you, but somebody who can call you out on your own bullshit. When you want someone to be honest with you, but not hurtful honest, that kind of honest, like somebody who really matches that essence of you and can walk proudly by your side and has that same confidence. They're not feeling as if they have to, or you're not feeling like you have to like lower your vibration or lower your energy to fit into the world together. It's like you just fit together. And I feel like there's no flags, and they don't go AWOL, they don't go missing. It's just, it is, and it works, and it resonates. And I just like, don't waste time. It's great. I just feel like the relationship for you is a great one. And I just see it like a glowing radiance, like a very glowing radiance. And remember, our time of rushing things, we run by this kind of time, and this kind of time can be a tricky fool because it's called controlling us or trying to make us feel like we're under, oh, like we're under pressure, or we're sorry, my daughter start calling at the same time, like we're under pressure. And I don't divine timing and that fated relationship is right there for you. And I do feel like there is that really, really strong presence of somebody coming into your life. So trust that, okay? Trust that. I like Carrie Dixon's comment, and Carrie's a friend of mine who's also very gifted. If she's the one, you wouldn't need to ask. You will just know, and your heart will know. I just want to tell you, don't ignore the red flags, because there is a great relationship coming for you. Okay? So thank you. No, I will never describe the person for you. All I can tell you, I can give you this. She has great legs. That's all I'm going to tell you. She has the most amazing legs. Because that's what I see of her. I see her walking into your life. I see her walking in, because the reason why I don't give a description is because then you're going to be stuck on a certain look. And that's not because life is about exploring. The fact that she doesn't, if she's not as interested, or if she's not paying attention, or if you don't hear from her for days, then if they ignore you and they don't pay, they're ignoring you and they don't answer you for days, they're not interested. Right? So I can tell you she has great, great legs because I see her walking in. So, yay. All right. Lorene Grunberg-Bix. Lorene, are you still here? And Lorene, I'm being guided to go to, your sister just asked me to go to her favorite deck of cards because she loves the Mother Mary deck, is what I've just got told. She says, she pointed and she said, could you use this deck? And so I'm using this deck. And I'm going to go to the Mother Mary cards for her, because it's not her you need to worry about. It is you and her family that you need to worry about. And she said, I'm with God. And she threw these cards at me. She says, I told you I'd be here. She says, I'm with God. And I'm with God and live in the present moment. Everybody is trying to push ahead or trying to like get back to normal. And you don't know you're normal right now. We don't know that normal. It's like she's like, stay in this present moment. The new normal just hasn't even developed yet. It is not here yet. We can't push something that hasn't fully happened yet. It's like, and I just got this like this exhaustion energy. And she says, it's not me that's exhausted. It's you that's exhausted. It's you trying to be everything for everybody. And she said, just be right here. She says, just listen to Corrie. Just be right here. Just be right here, right now. What can we do in this very moment? What's possible in this very moment? What can take place that, it's like you can't do more than you can do, and you can't do any more for anyone. You can't take away their pain, and you can't take away anyone's grief, and you can't push grief out of the way. And so she says, she made it. She wanted this deck because she knew the God card was in here. And she says, I made it. I told you I'd be here. And she did a lot of prayers before she passed. And she said, remember, life is in God's hands. So you can't, it's like, you have to surrender over everything right now. Yes, she did. Absolutely. Right. And so she says, there's nothing she says, she well knows how little control we really have. As much as she's stressed and worried and just put a lot of stress and worry in the life, and, being caught up in what people thought. And she says, let it all go. Let it all go. Just flow with life right now. Just flow with life. That's what she's asking of you. Just flow. Just be. And she says, I'm going to say this. She says, and fuck them all. And fuck them all is exactly. Thank you, Stacy, right? Yes, and Stacy Churchill knows all too well, ride the waves of grief, but don't live in it. Exactly. It's ride the waves of grief, don't live in it. And she says, you have to just, we forgive, we don't forget. You're very welcome, Samuel. And just know that we do have to forgive. And that's the card that's coming out. It is mercy. And so what's coming out, and from her spirit place of returning to unconditional love, she knows love in the energy of the God energy of where she sits now, on such a level that there is nothing of her frustrations, of that old energy of holding on to angers and resentments. There is none of that left of her. She's all love. And mercy is the card. And she says, be kind and thoughtful to yourselves right now. Show yourselves mercy. Forgive yourselves for thinking that you could have ever done anything anymore. And let go of any angers that we have towards anyone else, because it destroys us and it eats us up, and it is not worth carrying. So show mercy. Forgiveness is mercy, and showing ourselves that mercy. We don't have to forget, but we forgive, and don't mean we have to let people back into our lives. But it's not worth holding on to those old stories. It's not worth holding on to that old pain. And know that from where she is, she's showing me white lilies. White lilies. Those messages are for all of you. All of you, Lorene. Her message is not just for you, it's for all of you. White lilies is what she's showing me, and I don't know what that means to her girls. But I can tell you, she is right there with them. And a saddle. And I don't know what's with a saddle, but I have a saddle. She shows me a saddle. So I don't know if someone has a saddle. And compassion. Okay, it's Marissa. Me too. Remember my dreams? I told you. She came in and told me, don't worry about it. And I wasn't sure why. Yeah, let it all go. And so compassion is the card. And she says, she didn't have enough compassion and kindness for herself. She was really hard on herself. And she says to make sure that you have that for yourself, and to tell her girls to be kind to themselves, to take care of themselves. Don't let don't let the past or don't let those things eat away at them. None of you is what she gives you. She gives you a mwah. Thank you. Thank you for all that you did for her, Lorraine. She is home in the arms of God, and she is fine. She's with you guys now, though. Oh, her horses. Yes. Okay. Her horses. Yeah. She's back in the saddle. She's back at her beautiful, perky, lively, spirited self. She's back in the saddle. And I asked for validation, and I got the present moment again, and I got God again. And I know how much she loved when this would happen. God and present moment again. Validation. Same cards, shuffle them all up. Trust her. Mercy. Same cards. So there you go. She is right there. All right, everybody. I'm coming down to the ending. We've been in here almost 90 minutes. I was coming in for an hour and a half. So my 90 minutes are almost up, but I want to make sure to give everybody a message. So some general cards. So I'm going to give a general message. Because Mary Magdalene started out with a message, I'm going to end with Mother Mary. Mother Mary and these beautiful cards of the saints and angels. And as anyone who's been following my work knows, my connection to, not to religion, but to the God consciousness, to Jesus, to the holy realm, to the saints, to the angels. And I teach angel courses, and I teach about angels, and I teach healing courses, and I work as a spiritual healer and a life coach and a psychic medium. And I believe that truly, I cringe when I hear them talk about, the witchcraft and the da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no, there is such beauty in being an open mind and having an open heart and being open to everybody. And the God consciousness, when you look at the God consciousness and you look at it in the light of, without ego, without fear, it is all love. And it's all about love. And the messages of love and light are truly here to lighten us, so that we can bring in beautiful love from all around, that we don't close down to people that we don't know about, or we don't know about who they are, and be so quick to judge, that we open our minds and our hearts to allow in love and allow in light. And let's just start to please remember, and I've been saying this for weeks in my life, the children are watching us. Let's act like grown-ups. Let's step into our higher self. Let's take the high road. Let's be the better person. Let's be good human beings. Let's show kindness, compassion, and be kind to each other. And as Mother Mary channels this through, hi from New York. I've got people from all over the world here tonight. I love it. I am almost finishing, but I will be back. You will be seeing me again in a few days. And so I've been in here for 90 minutes, Donna. But you can always go back and watch this one again. And on my Facebook and on my YouTube, I do have the channeled messages. I will have the monthly zodiac messages coming out over the next few days in Corrie School of Magic. That's on the bottom. You will see that you'll see that in there is a full moon meditation that's posted. You just join the school. It's free to enroll in the school, and then that meditation is also free. My book, More Than Existing. I have a book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Balboa Press, which is called More Than Existing. It goes with my More Than Existing program. It's about the ultimate forgiveness. I take you on my journey of healing. I'm very open, real, and honest, and I take you on my journey of forgiveness and rewriting the stories of my life. It's like the 5-year-old can't keep being a victim. The 20-year-old couldn't keep telling the same victim stories and being mad at those people who, she kept pushing these relationships or pushing things into our life, you have to let that shit go. And so, I really hope that that book does resonate with you. I always say, have your journal and your pen and your highlighter, and take that story and resonate it into your story, and allow yourself to make a choice to choose to more than exist. And we're ending with the Mary Angels and the Saints cards, and the card that comes out as Jesus. And I always say I try to archetype my life around being a good human being and doing the right thing, and leading and living a life in the archetype of a Jesus energy, of goodness, of being kind, of being compassionate, about being forgiveness. And sometimes it's taken me a lot of years to forgive, and it's taken me having to grow up myself and go to my higher self, and to really constantly be putting the work into me, and remembering that nothing out there in the outside world could do the work, and that can't blame the world. We have to go inward, and we have to look inward, and we can't keep blaming the past and the ancestors of the past and the world of the past. We have to take ownership and responsibility, and know that if we want to be a better world for the future, we have to be better grown-ups right now and live in that light. And so I go to the saints, to the angels, to the holies, to the God consciousness, and I ask for that guidance, and I surrender over. And every single morning I wake up with gratitude, and I say thank you. I don't know what each day will bring, and I'm not saying every day has been a perfect day, but every day is a new opportunity. Every day is a new opportunity, and it's a new start. And we have the opportunity each day to be a better person, to do a better thing. And then there's the God card, and this card is about truly surrendering over. Surrender over any need to try to be in control, and try to make, we can't change things with worry, and worry don't bring about change. Take that worry, transmute it into love, turn it inward. And what can I change? How can I be a change today? How can I be a better human today? How can I do something that's in the light today? And truly about stepping into knowing that healing is an inside job. I work as a spiritual healer, but it's not my job to heal you. It's your job. It's like when you choose you, I can give you the guidance, I can give you the tools, and I give you the support, but you have to put the work in. Miracles come when we take action steps and we start to see and believe in the magic. So it's called Corrie School of Magic, because the magic is that light that's inside of us, that beautiful, well-hidden treasure, that you are a light of the God consciousness. What makes you any less worthy than anyone else? And finally, home. And home is this. It's this human shell. It's that soul shell. It's everything that houses the home. This is the home that houses the soul, and the soul houses the essence and the spirit essence of us. And that spirit is that life that we bring into the world, that light that we live in, the laughter, the joy that we find again, finding those moments of happiness. Happiness is temporary, joy is eternal. And when we can return to that joy, when we can say, you know what, I am good enough, I am worthy, and I don't have to keep trying to please everybody. I have to live this life for me. So live in your light, live in love, and truly return to the essence of being honest, loyal, compassionate to you, to those around you, and really start to live a life of more than just existing. I love you all, and thank you for joining me and for being with me tonight and every night, and for so much gratitude and love for the support that I get in here. Much, much love. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.